Welcome to the RTO Superhero podcast with me, Angela Connell-Richards, where we'll explore the constantly changing landscape of the training industry. This podcast is for anyone who works in the training industry, who wants to gain insights from my over 30 years of experience in the training industry as an RTO consultant, RTO manager, trainer assessor, and entrepreneur. Let me share with you the highs and lows of the training industry and how you can avoid the same mistakes that I have made as an RTO owner and seen as an RTO consultant in both compliance and business. Together, we can change lives through education. Hello, superheroes of the RTO world, and welcome to a special episode of the RTO Superhero. This is your host, Angela, and today we have a two-part exploration that will transform the way we view vocational education and training. In part one, we dive into the world of micro-credentials and uncover their power to revolutionize VET. In part two, we will explore the VET reforms, efforts, and initiatives that support the integration of micro-credentials into the training system. Get ready to be inspired and informed as we embark on this exciting journey. Part 1. Unlocking the power of micro-credentials in VET. Micro-credentials have emerged as a transformative force in the VET landscape. These short and targeted training products provide learners with flexible pathways to gain specific skills and knowledge. They offer a more personalised and agile approach to learning, allowing individuals to upskill or reskill in a shorter time frame. Micro-credentials can be used as building blocks towards full qualifications, enabling learners to tailor their learning journey to their unique career goals and industry needs. Join us as we explore the importance, benefits, and potentials of micro-credentials in empowering learners and meeting the demands of a rapidly changing workforce. Part 2, reform and supporting micro-credentials in the training system. Recognising the significance of micro-credentials, prominent reviews have recommended reforms to support their integration into the training system. These reforms aim to ensure that micro-credentials are recognised and valued, providing learners with greater opportunities to leverage their skills and various contexts. Efforts have been made to develop policy guidelines that allow the recognition of micro-credentials for credit. Additionally, in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, new skill sets and initiatives were introduced to address critical workforce needs and promote flexibility in training. We will delve into these reform efforts and initiatives, highlighting how they contribute to modernising Australia's training landscape and creating pathways for lifelong learning. Let's begin with part 1, unlocking the power of micro-credentials in VET. In today's fast-paced world, where the need for relevant and focused learning is ever increasing, a new player has entered into the field of vocational education and training, micro-credentials. Today, we'll be discussing this emerging trend, its potential, and what it could mean for the future of VET. Micro-credentials, sometimes referred to as nano degrees or digital badges, are short targeted training courses that enable individuals to rapidly acquire specific skills or knowledge area. In essence, they are mini qualifications that focus on a narrow set of skills. They have gained popularity worldwide due to their adaptability, affordability, and suitability for online learning environments. As we continue to navigate the landscape post-COVID-19, micro-credentials seem to offer an answer to the demand for flexible, online and career-focused training. So what's causing this shift towards micro-credentials in the VET sector? One of the primary drivers is the rapid changes occurring in the world of work. With the fourth industrial revolution upon us, characterised by advancements in technologies such as AI, machine learning and big data, the skills required in the workforce are continuously evolving. Micro-credentials allow for quick upskilling in the emerging areas, helping individuals stay relevant in their careers. Moreover, micro-credentials offer a solution to the ever-growing skills gap, particularly in technical and digital areas. By providing targeted training in these high-demand skill areas, they can help bridge this gap and contribute to creating a more competent and agile workforce. Now, as we look at the broader picture, micro-credentials hold significant potential for the vet sector. They provide a new revenue stream for RTOs and open doors to reach a wider range of learners, from school leaders seeking to enter the workforce to seasoned professionals looking to upskill. Micro-credentials also offer a viable option for individuals who may not have the time or resources to commit to a full qualification, but still want to enhance their skills and employability. However, as with any innovation, there are challenges that need to be addressed. For instance, how do we ensure that the quality and relevance of these micro-credentials? How do we recognise them across different regions and sectors? These are all pertinent questions that the sector must grapple with to effectively integrate micro-credentials into the VET framework. Despite these challenges, the rise of micro-credentials seems inevitable, given the potential benefits to individuals, employers, and VET sector. As RTOs, it's crucial to stay ahead of the curve and consider how we can leverage this trend to enhance our offerings and better serve our learners. Part 2. Reform and supporting micro-credentials in the training system. Micro-credentials, as we discussed earlier, are short and targeted training products that offer more flexible ways of learning. They provide individuals with the opportunity to gain specific skills and knowledge relevant to their career aspirations, acting as building blocks towards full qualifications. But why is reform needed in this area? Let's find out. In recent years, micro-credentials have gained significant attention and recognition as a valuable tool in meeting the changing skills needs of industries and individuals. This recognition was further solidified by two prominent reviews: the expert review of Australia's vet sector system, led by the Honorary Stephen Joyce, and the review of the Australian Qualifications Framework. The Joyce Review highlighted the potential of micro-credentials to provide flexible training options for industries, recommending further encouragement of their use. Building upon this recommendation, the AQF Review explored the importance of micro-credentials and called for the development of policy guidelines to allow their recognition for credit. These reviews shed light on the transformative potential of micro-credentials and modernising Australia's training landscape and creating more flexible learning and training opportunities. It is within this context that the reforms efforts surrounding micro-credentials are taking place. In response to COVID-19 pandemic and the rapidly evolving skills needs of the workforce, a range of new skills were developed and endorsed. These skill sets targeted critical areas of workforce training and skills, such as infection control in sectors like retail, food handling, support, transport and logistics, and health. Additionally, cross-sectional skill sets were also introduced to address infection control needs across a broader range of industries. Furthermore, skill sets were developed to support small businesses in adapting to the online environment and to assist workers in securing employment in areas of labour market growth. These skill sets aimed to address the changing skills needs as a result of the pandemic, including support for vet trainers and frontline workers in customer service roles. Recognising the importance of micro-credentials, the Australian Government, in partnership with state and territory governments, established the Job Trainer Fund as part of the economic response in COVID-19. The Job Trainer Fund provided free or low-fee training places, including short courses in areas of skills needs. This initiative aimed to support individuals in entering new roles, meeting specific technical or licensing requirements, and gaining initial skills or exploring training in areas of interest. Under the Heads of Agreement for the Skills Reform, the Australian state and territory governments have committed to developing and funding micro-credentials alongside full qualifications. This commitment reflects the recognition of the value and potential of micro-credentials in meeting the evolving skills needs of industries and individuals. As RTOs, it is essential for us to be aware of these reform efforts and opportunities that they represent. Incorporating micro-credentials into our training programs can provide learners with more flexible and targeted pathways to acquiring the skills they need to succeed in their careers. As an RTO owner or professional in the vocational and education and training sector, you understand the importance of staying ahead of the curve and meeting the evolving needs of learners and industry. Optimizing micro-credentials in your RTO is a strategic move that can unlock new opportunities for your learners and enhance the value of your training offerings. To help you navigate this journey, here are 5 proven strategies that you can implement in your RTO to maximize the potential of micro-credentials. Now, let's turn our attention to these strategies. As an RTO professional, you can implement into your organisation. Strategy 1, curriculum development. Take a proactive approach to developing targeted and industry-relevant micro-credentials that address specific skills gaps and emerging needs in the market. Collaborate with industry partners to identify the most relevant skills and knowledge required by your employers. Ensure that the micro-credentials align with the needs of your learners and offer practical, applicable learning experiences. Strategy 2, flexible delivery modes. Offer micro-credentials through various flexible delivery modes to accommodate the diverse needs of your learners. Provide options for online learning, blended learning, and self-paced modules to enable your learners to access the training anytime and anywhere. Utilize technology platforms and learning management systems to deliver micro-credentials effectively and efficiently. Strategy 3, credit pathways. Establish clear credit pathways that allow learners to stack their micro-credentials towards a full qualification. Ensure that the micro-credentials are recognised and valued by industry and educational institutions. Work closely with universities and TAFEs and other RTOs to create seamless credit transfer arrangements, enabling your learners to progress in their educational and career journeys. Strategy 4, assessment and recognition. Develop robust and reliable assessment methods that align with the micro-credential outcomes. Implement competency-based assessments that validate your learners' skills and knowledge. Consider using authentic workplace assessments, simulations, case studies, or project-based assessments to ensure the practical application of skills. Provide clear guidelines on how the micro-credentials will be recognised and accepted by employers and industry bodies. Strategy 5, industry partnerships. Forge strong partnerships with industry stakeholders, employers, and professional bodies to validate the relevance and value of your micro-credentials. Collaborate with industry experts to design and deliver micro-credentials that meet current and future industry needs. Engage employers in the development of workplace-based projects and assessments to ensure that micro-credentials reflect real-world requirements. Regularly review and update your micro-credentials in collaboration with industry partners to maintain their currency. By implementing these strategies in your RTO, you can reap a multitude of benefits. Your learners will have access to targeted and industry-relevant training that addresses specific skills gaps and emerging needs. The flexibility in delivery modes and credit pathways will enable your learners to customize their learning journey, stack micro-credentials toward qualifications, and enhance their career prospects. With robust assessment and recognition processes, your learners will gain industry-recognized credentials that are valued by employers. By fostering strong industry partnerships, you ensure that your micro-credentials stay current and relevant, providing your learners with the skills needed in the job market. Embracing these strategies will position your RTO at the forefront of micro-credentialing, empowering your learners to upskill, reskill, and succeed in their chosen industries. Don't wait. Take action now and unlock the full potential of micro-credentials in your RTO. Thank you for joining us in this informative discussion on micro-credentials and the ongoing reform in the VET system. To learn more about micro-credentials and their potential impact, make sure to visit our website at vivacity.com.au and subscribe to the RTO Superhero podcast. This is Angela, your host and guide on this journey towards a future of dynamic and learner-centric VET. Until next time, stay empowered, stay agile, and embrace the possibilities of micro-credentials. You've been listening to the RTO Superhero podcast with me, Angela Connell-Richards. If you'd like access to the show notes and other resources or to find subscription options, you can find us at www.rtosuperhero.au or www.vivacity.com.au.